Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to learn about the exposure triangle. And I will be joined by my brother Luke. So let's start.
Exposure triangle. Exposure triangle is the foundation of everything in photography. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO makes up the three sides of the exposure triangle. Those three variables must be balanced to achieve properly exposed image. This exposure triangle can control how dark or bright our image will be, how blurry or focused, how clean or noisy. How do we like to capture the motion? Do we want more motion blur or less? Everything is controlled by this exposure triangle. First is aperture. Aperture in photography is the opening of the camera lens through which light passes. It controls the amount of light coming to the camera. Aperture is expressed in terms of f numbers, also known as f-stops. For example, f1.8, f5.6, f16. The smaller the number, the larger the opening, meaning more light can enter the camera, giving you brighter image. The larger the number, the smaller the opening, meaning less light can enter the camera, giving you darker image. It is tricky to remember, right? Do not be confused about the f numbers. It is actually written as a fraction. So f2 is literally equivalent to 1/2, and f16 is 1/16, and so on. Therefore, f2 is really larger than f16. Aside from controlling the amount of light entering the camera, it also has a direct impact in the depth of field. In simple terms, depth of field refers to the area of the scene which appears well focused. The smaller the number, the shallow the depth of field, meaning more blurry foreground or background. The larger the number, the deeper the depth of field, meaning foreground and background will be in focus. The second one is shutter speed. Shutter speed controls the amount of time that light is allowed to hit the sensor. It is expressed in fractional seconds. Example, 1/2 of a second, 100th of a second. The higher the denominator, the faster the shutter speed. For example, 4,000 of a second is faster than 100 of a second. Shutter speed can also be expressed in seconds. Example, 1 second, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. It means that the shutter is open for the longer time. The longer the shutter speed, the more light the camera can gather, giving you brighter image. The shorter the shutter speed, the less light the camera can gather, giving you darker image. Shutter speed can also determine how do you want to capture the motion. Do you want to freeze the motion or do you want a motion blur? The longer the shutter speed, the more motion blur. The shorter the shutter speed, the less motion blur.
Okay guys, dito na tayo sa location. Old pachinko house, old karaoke bar.
The third one is the ISO. ISO controls the sensitivity of our camera sensor to light. The higher the number, the brighter the image. The lower the number, the darker the image. ISO can affect also the quality or noise of our image. The higher the number, the more noise we get. The lower the number, the less noise and good quality we get. And that's it. In order to have a good and proper exposure, we have to balance those three parts of exposure triangle.
And that's all for today. I hope you learned something from this video. See you on my next vlog. Bye!